This podcast will fail, and that's probably okay, but then again, I could be wrong, so who knows? All right, it's episode 61 of This Podcast Will Fail. I'm just some guy who's not having a good day. No, the day's okay. I did not have a good night. But who I am is actually completely irrelevant to the conversations that I come here to have with you and with myself. And continuing on with this month's theme, this season 4 of coming to terms. And what a timely opportunity for me to come to terms with mental health, of all things. I've not had a good 12 hours or so, 14 hours maybe. I don't know. I'll look, we're all living through some very difficult times right now, right? The world is seeing the light at the end of the tunnel of a giant worldwide pandemic, and stressed out economies in tatters, families in tatters, people lost, people sick, hospital systems overrun, people out of work. In the grand scheme of things, I'm lucky. I'm okay. My people are okay. But I'm terrified. And I think last night it all finally kind of came to a head for me. So I'm one of the lucky ones, right? I have a job. My job is safe and secure. I've never been furloughed. I'm not out of work. My wife has not been furloughed necessarily, right? Reduced hours to certain degrees, but she was given the opportunity to work from home a lot. So there's just, and the kids are here other than my 2 that are at college, and I pretty much keep them here and try to keep them. It's like keep everybody out of the path of danger as much as possible. But we haven't had to struggle. We haven't had to make tough decisions, and I'm grateful for all that. But I think that the very act of trying to be okay got to be too much for me, and I allowed myself to get overwhelmed, right? Because you have to, right? I'm the head of this family. I've got to be strong. I've got to stay strong. I've got to stay vigilant. I've got to be okay. And generally I am, right? And I do what I got to do, man. Take care of my family, protect my family. But it becomes clear that once in a while the stress of trying to continue to be okay makes you not okay. Last night was prime example of that. So here's my story. I woke up at about 3:30 in the morning, and I think I was having some kind of quiet panic attack. Well, it didn't quite feel like a panic attack, because I think I've experienced that at least twice over the last year, where I've kind of all of a sudden felt off, and my face feels hot and flushed, or I feel rapid heartbeat, or I feel something's just wrong with me physically. But this time I woke up and I just was like, something's wrong. I don't know what's wrong, but something's wrong. And I all but leapt out of bed at 3:30 in the morning and just started checking on everything, and started checking on everyone, and making sure that everybody's okay, and make sure everybody's still breathing in their sleep. Make sure that the house is secure. Make sure that somehow figure out why I've got this quiet, panicky dread that something's wrong and I'm missing something, and nothing's wrong, right? And I've been there once or twice before, where I wake up and think, what is that? What was that? Do I smell smoke? Is that smoke? What is that? No, it's a kid making ramen at 1 o'clock in the morning. Because the kids aren't on regular schedules now. They're the ones that are here are all homeschooled, so we don't push a normal schedule right now. There's no sense in increasing the stress of forcing them to lay there at night and not be able to fall asleep, and force them out of bed in the morning to be miserable all day while we're gone at work. We've just allowed the world to move its clock up a little bit, and that's okay. That's fine. The kids are happy, they're productive, they're getting their schoolwork done online, and that's okay. But this thing of snapping awake and being quietly terrified that there's something wrong, oh, gosh. And so to add insult to that is, I this is the time of year for me where I struggle with allergies and asthma and sinus problems, sinus headaches, sinus infections. Whenever the weather is jumping up or down 10 degrees, 5 degrees, I'm screwed, right? That stuff hits me. That 5 or 10 degree difference in the weather leaves me needing pain reliever and sinus medicine, and it has been. It has definitely been. I've never wanted to tell you where I am necessarily, but I can tell you that it snowed last night for the first time, and I can tell you that it the weather over the last month has been 40 degrees one day, 60 degrees the next, 35 overnight, back to 50 degrees. The next day's 40 degrees. It's just jumping all over the place. And so that's not been particularly fun. And it snowed hard last night, which I guess, like I said, that kind of narrows down a little bit of where I am. I'm certainly not in a southern climate, right? This is not Florida, Texas, Alabama, Southern California, none of that. I guess that means I'm somewhere between Northern California, Washington, Wisconsin, Michigan, Ohio, New York, what's that over there? New Jersey, Maine. I don't know. I could be anywhere, right? The top swath of the country. I'm somewhere in there. This ain't Alabama. But anyways, I'm off topic. Sorry. Once I had done my sweep, done my security sweep of the home, and made sure that everybody was alive and breathing, I said, okay, all right, that's fine. We're going to go back to bed. So I went back to bed, and my sinuses exploded as soon as I hit the pillow, and my nose was running like a goddamn faucet, and I'm, oh, God, itchy nose, and now my head's throbbing behind my nose and behind my eyes, and now I got to try not to wake my wife up. And it's 3:30 in the morning. Over there making noise, blowing my nose like a dumbass, trying to get clear, go back downstairs, get some sinus medicine, trying to get to sleep. So now I'm not getting to sleep though. No, that's not happening. I'm laying there like a genius. And now it's like 4:15, and all of a sudden my mind says, I'm hungry. So like we're gonna what? We're gonna add stress eating to this situation here. Okay, guess I'm gonna go eat something. So I go downstairs again, and I don't usually eat cereal, but I was called to the cereal cabinet. So here I am at 4:30 in the morning having a bowl of Golden Grams. Okay, all right, we're coping now, kids. This is coping mechanism to the degree. But you know what? Because you can't just go half measures. Nah, I'm going to have 2 bowls of cereal. I'm going to have some Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Why? Because I like Golden Grams and I like Cinnamon Toast Crunch. They're the same size and shape. It's basically the same cereal, except one of them's got honey and one of them's got cinnamon sugar, and I like them both. So screw it. I'm having a second bowl of cereal. I'm having some Cinnamon Toast Crunch at 4:30 in the morning. Oh, but wait, there's more. I didn't feel satiated. I didn't feel satisfied. And this is, I think, where it comes down to, like, I have to feel like I'm in control of something. And I think that right there is the key to understanding our mental health struggles, all of us, in this time period. Because then I decided, you know what? I saw that there was a box of Cocoa Pebbles that the kids haven't destroyed. So you know what? Screw you, life. I'm having some fucking Cocoa Pebbles while I'm at it. That's what I'm doing. So 4:30 in the morning, I'm eating 3 bowls of cereal because I've lost my mind. And I'm so stressed out and frustrated and terrified of not being able to control anything. I still have to leave every day and go to that building and work in the building. Even though 85% of my staff is working from home, I have to go in there. And I don't have to wear my mask at my desk, but I do. I have no time and patience for any of it. And we find out the other day that, yes, Human Resources notifies us that 2 people who were recently in the building have tested positive. I find out that a couple of my people who are working from home have tested positive, and the freaking walls are closing in. I'm not in control of anything, really. I am, but it doesn't feel that way. So I'm going to eat cereal at 4:30 in the morning because I can control that. That's a choice. Okay. So now now the belly's full. The nose has calmed down. Let's go try to get back to sleep here, because as I lay back down, thank God I haven't woken up my wife yet. Head hits the pillow and sleep does not come to this man. Nope, no sleep for you. So I grab the phone and start scrolling through the Facebook wall, start scrolling through the news feed. There's no good news out there other than, vaccines are coming, kids. Hang on for another 8 months and we'll get there. And then realizing, like, wait a second. I mean, among all of that, among everything else, I've got an alarm that's coming at 5:30, and a snooze for 5:45 is the latest I let myself go, because, hey, genius, work is coming. That stressful situation that you don't want to go to every single day. Yeah, by the way, that's coming up in less than 60 minutes here on This Is Your Life. So I decide, okay, now I've got to get a little more sleep out of this, because I can't function on the, I don't know what it was, 4 or 5 hours maybe that I'd gotten. I know I'm not going to get through the day on 4 or 5 hours of sleep. So I close my eyes for a bit. We're gonna play the snooze game, and I'm pretty sure my alarms went off. I just don't really remember them, and I'm pretty sure I just turned them both off when they went off. I don't really recall that, but I do recall waking up again at 6:30, which is way after. Like 6:30 is when I should have already been in the shower, should have already been, prepping the day here to get out of here by 7 and get to work by 8 because I have a long commute. Nope. I'm all of a sudden popping awake and realizing, like, that's not going to work out so good. So made the fateful call of texting my boss and saying, hey man, had a real rough night. Nothing COVID here. I'm not sick, but I'm not going to be in today. I need a day. I got to take a personal day here. And see, that's almost like another piece of this juxtaposition of I'm in a good position here. As frustrated as I am about everything, as scared as I am about everything, I have a job that is secure. I guess I'm an essential worker, whatever. And as such, I have paid leave time. And so I don't miss a day of pay today, right? I don't make a habit of it, because that's an attendance issue that'll get you fired. But once in a great while, I've got paid time that I can spend, and we're spending it today, kids. So back to sleep. Boss is cool about it. He's texting me back. Yep, no worries. Feel better. Take care. And back to sleep. The next thing is 8 o'clock, 8 a.m. ish. My wife apparently wakes up. So she goes to work at 10. So she usually gets up around 8, and she's like, "Are you okay?" I'm fine. I'm like, I'll go make the coffee. Why am I getting up to make the coffee? We have a fantastic thing. My wife probably was about to go get up and make the coffee herself, but I just apparently half asleep leapt out of bed and said, "Nope, I'm going to make the coffee." I'm already downstairs. I'm already making it. I didn't have any of it. I just knew. I was looking at that coffee cup as I'm waiting for it to finish brewing, and I'm thinking, no, I'm not. I don't think I'm having any today. So I bring her cup of coffee back up. She's looking at me like, "Are you okay?" Like, I'm fine. I'm tired and sleep. I've been awake. And boom, heads at the pillow, and I'm gone. I remember her leaning over and kissing me on the forehead at 10 o'clock and saying, hope you feel better. I'll see you later. She's off to work. I think I dozed for another half hour after that, maybe an hour. I'm not sure. And then I'm an old man, and, my bladder said, get up, stupid. So, it was in a funk, right? For most of the morning, I was just sitting there. Went to take some more pain reliever and get the coffee and just try to, I go into a zone. I try to just stop. I try to stop thinking and stop feeling and stop and just shutting down, right? Because I've recognized that I have hit a limit and that I don't have any more to put into this right now, and I need to just turn off the machine and not think and just. I turned on the TV. I don't even know what the hell I was watching all morning. I was hopping around the channels, watching whatever, and just not thinking, not doing whatever. And I think I finally kind of started coming out of it about 1 or 2 o'clock and realizing, I have to come to terms with my mental health. I've never thought that I had an issue. I had one nervous breakdown 10 years ago in a job situation, and I couldn't handle that anymore. That happened, but it was a one-off. I've several times over the last year, I've had my older daughter trying to point out to me that she sees aspects of, mental health issues with me, biting my fingernails, OCD, constantly anxiety and nervous about stuff, but she's like, you got to stop. This is a 15-year-old. You've heard from her. If you've listened to this podcast, she was on last season or the season before. And, she's like, Dad, you need to take care of yourself and make sure you're okay. It's my 15-year-old daughter. So now I feel like a real, ass because she knows and she sees it, and I don't want her to see it, but she saw it. And I crashed. And, last night was definitely a crash and burn scenario. So I figured, you know what? It's coming on 4:30, 5 o'clock here. I haven't recorded yet today. I think I know what I need to talk about today. I think I need to say out loud what happened to me and to acknowledge that this is hard. These are stressful times, and I'm not special, and I'm not alone in any of that. And I know folks out there are hurting. I know I've got it pretty good, right? My family is okay. Financially, we're okay. So far, where's the knock on wood? Everybody's okay so far. I don't want to jinx that. I don't want the universe to go, oh, sorry, I wasn't paying attention. That's more of the anxiety. Take care of yourself. I guess that's the message. Don't let things stir. Don't let things brew. Get help if you need help. I don't know that I'll take my own advice because I'm a hypocrite, but what are you going to do? I've got you guys, anybody that's listening, even this stupid microphone and these little blue word bubbles that are popping up on Microsoft Audacity while I talk. You are my therapist. I can come here and I can say whatever I want, and I can flush the brake lines a little and get an oil change while I'm here. But yeah, I guess that's good enough for now. I know that I've been kind of wonky with the length times of these podcasts lately, so if you've been listening, thank you for continuing to listen. I got some 30-minute ones out there, and I've got some interviews. You've heard, the 2 interviews so far go about an hour-ish or so. I've got one set up for Friday. That'll be about an hour, so I don't know. I'm going to stop at 20, but we'll see. But I thank you, anyway, nonetheless, if you've taken the time to listen. Appreciate you. I hope wherever you are that you and your family are safe and well and okay. And thanks so much for your time. I will talk to you again tomorrow. Have a good one.